The vision for the effort was to try and create in Wisconsin an opportunity for people, a community where there are no strangers. That was our basic vision, that there would be communities in Wisconsin where there were no strangers, that everybody had a gift and talents, and we would have a place where they could go to be able to tap into those talents. These are all people who care about Richland Center and wanting to be rich in community. And that's the vision of what we're trying to do. And in Milwaukee on the north side where we're working, there are people there who clearly need the opportunity to be feeling part of something bigger than themselves, that they're not isolated, both as a culture, but also as persons who are marginalized besides. So seeing their gifts, bring those gifts out, bring them into neighborhood meetings, and integrating them in a whole new way is really very, very powerful. And then the work here at the Lucier Center on the west side of Madison, they've done some extraordinary things because we had the chance to take that new facility out of the ground with inclusion as part of the philosophy. It's just not a physical structure where accommodations is making sure the doors are wide enough and you can get into the bathroom. But it really means that in every activity, whether they're playing basketball or bingo, that people in that community are there at the table together. And it's not something unnatural. It's part of the natural way of being.
I've always tried to help people all my life, and I know what it is to be without help. And it's very important to have a friend or friends to do it and do it, that you don't feel like you feel kind of bad if you have to ask somebody. And these people, you don't really ask, you just wonder, would it be all right if you would, are you going downtown or are you doing something? Would you mind if you stop? And oh sure, I've never had anybody say they didn't have the time. They always take the time to do it.
I believe that right now there are many people who are very isolated, even in small communities. So yes, I think that the times with, it just seems to be breeding isolation, and we're looking for something that can counteract that.
People understand what Time Bank is all about, and they're excited about it. That very afternoon, a woman came in to my office and gave me an application to sign up for Time Bank. And she said, you know, I don't know what I have to offer. I've done ceramics for like 20 years. I really enjoy it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exactly how it's supposed to work. So I called Lisa and told her, and we're like, these are the kinds of stories that warm your heart and help bring people together. And now they have established a really strong relationship, and the woman that knows ceramics has decided to teach ceramics because she's seen that there's a need for that in the community, and it feeds what she enjoys doing, and other people value it. So, you know, it's working, and we're very pleased to see, you know, even those examples, that this is, we just want to see that keep expanding and growing.
We're all rich in an aspect of no matter what this person is going through in life, or this person, that to my notion, that's what started the making me feel about Richland Community. Ever since I joined it, I've been having more and more faith in myself, going out and getting stuff for Richland Community for information-wise and sharing our transportation, because we're both on the transportation board. We're on Health and Human Services Planning Committee. We're with Star Spangle, now we're with the Pine Valley Repeaters.
I'm a shy person, so it's like I stay shielded. But now I'm out, I can speak to other people. I can tell them what our community is about, what it's about and everything, how they could join, everything. But it's a good program for people to join and everything. They get to know people very well, very friendly, well-spoken and everything. It's that we're trying to help you come out of your shell and be in this community with us, so you know that you can do the same thing as other people can do in this world. You can work like other people, you could do the same thing as anybody else can. As long as you try, you can do it. We brought a little girl in today. She came in, joined the group, and it was real wonderful, We was glad to have her in our group. It's really, uprising, bringing more people into our group every day. That's the thing about it, bringing kids, bringing our community together, let them know we need peace, not violence. And that's what we need.
It's got to be asset-based. We're going to focus not on people's needs and problems, but we're going to focus on what people's gifts are. Everybody has gifts and talents, and the role of this is to bring those gifts and talents out and make them part of the fabric of a community.
People do that all the time, the grocery store, the malls. People that I don't even know come up to Jatana and say, "Hi, Jatana," and I look at Jatana and go, "Who's that person, Jatana?" And Jatana's smiling, they give her hugs, and it's really nice to see that. And she's well known.
I think there's certain things that institutions can't do that we're trying to ask them to do. We're asking them to care in deep ways when in fact communities are the real core of where caring has to happen, and where health can really happen. We see the economy is changing radically. We see the kind of people we're going to need for that new economy emerging, and there's a whole group of people we know need to be brought into that economy because they have gifts and talents. And that's what we were trying to do in this project. We have four fundamental principles that we've used in doing this, and that is that it's always going to be citizen-led, that it's by people there, not by me or someone else from the outside telling you, here's the script, here's how you do it. They have to do that themselves. But we have some basic things we share with them about that we want it to be led by you, that it's got to be from the inside out, meaning from the community, right? It's got to be asset-based. We're going to focus not on people's needs and problems, but we're going to focus on what people's gifts are. Everybody has gifts and talents, and the role of this is to bring those gifts and talents out and make them part of the fabric of a community. And finally, it's about trying to make sure that it's relational, that connections are the core of good community, that if people meet each other, spend time at the local fair, spend time at community meetings, and rub shoulders at church, they have a whole different perspective on people, and they start to see the giftedness of people rather than the limitations and deficiencies of people. And we can't afford today to be marginalizing and separating people based on the ones who are, got it and those who don't. We all got some things. We got to take advantage of that if we're going to be an effective community.